Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot. But today we're doing cookies for Santa. So a lot of you guys asked me to do a video on color combos, how I pick out my manis. That's coming soon, but today I'm going to show you guys how I picked out today's mani. I collect stickers for my planner. I use them in my weekly spreads. These cookies on this planner spread, this sticker sheet from Cricut Paper Co., it was the vibe I wanted to go for. I wanted pink, cutesy type of cookies and the retro Christmas vibe. So I do find inspiration from artwork often, things off Pinterest, but also stickers and fabric. So I picked up day 21, which was 2 days ago from you guys watching this video. And it's the perfect pink. I know the retro Christmas stocking stuffer set from Revel Nail had two other pinks, but they weren't the right pink that I was looking for to go and match this sticker set that I just showed you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and dip all of my nails in the color combos that I want. Today I'll be using 2 colors from Revel Nail and then 1 color from a brand called Luminous Dips. And everything I'm using today will be linked in the description box below if it is still available. I also want to give you guys a closer look on how I apply my base bond liquid onto my nails so that I can get the thinnest application possible. So you can kind of see here, and I'll show you guys on my next nail and I'll explain it in detail. But hopefully this view is helpful for you so you can see how I go about dipping my nails in dip powder. And I think one of the most important things to having thin dip nails is to have thin dip liquids. I think that's like the first and most important step. So when you have the base bond and you want to put it on your nails, I recommend starting in the middle of the nail, float down, and then bring the brush up towards the cuticle area and back down. So pay close attention to where my brush goes on my nail. It starts in the middle, it goes down, and then it goes back up towards the cuticle area. The reason I start in the middle is because the first time the brush hits your nail, it's going to deposit a large amount of liquid. So you don't want, when it deposits all of that liquid on your nail, for it to start at the cuticle area, because that's how you're going to flood your nail. So when you want the bulk of the liquid to be in the middle of the nail where the apex is, and then you brush it downwards, go up towards the cuticle area where you don't have as much base on your brush anymore, and float it downwards. So that way your cuticle area is the thinnest possible. Anyways, I already dipped a second time off camera and I'm applying clear to this glitter nail because when I buff, I don't want to buff and then cause the glitter to turn silver, which is why it's important to cap your glitters in clear dip powder if you plan on buffing them. So I don't think I'm going to have to do a lot of filing and shaping on this nail, but I'm going to dust everything off, activate my nails, and then file and shape. So I know the whole base thing was very, very quick. Don't worry, I plan on having a lot more videos breaking down how to get thin dip nails, how to buff, how to file, how to shape, all those things. They're coming in 2021. You guys asked for it in my 5K giveaway video, and I'm going to bring it. So anyways, I'm activating all these. I'll file, shape, and buff off camera, and then I'll show you guys this amazing tool. Yep, right here, the ErgoFile. I love it. I've talked about it plenty of times in the last month to get really my cuticle shape nice and round. So this thing, someone posted on Instagram, and it's been just magical towards getting a rounder cuticle shape for me, and it doesn't hurt my skin, and I love it. Seriously, I love this mani even without stamping nail art on it. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up and I will be back. So again, pulling out the sticker sheet for you guys to see how close these colors, these dip powders are to the colors that are on the sticker sheet. The sticker sheet is showing a little more blue on camera, but trust me, it's more aqua and greenish and mint in person. So I went for like the darker pink, the darker teal, and the lighter teal. I mean turquoise, not teal, turquoise. And then I'm going to be doing some cookie stamping and some candy canes. So the first thing that I usually do, I don't do this with every mani, but my hands feel especially dry right now and I really did wash them quite a bit. I'm going to apply sticky base coat to my nail so that the stamps have absolutely no problem sticking to my dip powder. And this is the fifth and final video in the series of me using this stamping plate 5 times for 5 different manis to show you guys that you can get 5 totally different looks, probably a lot more. You could probably get like 20 different looks from the stamping plate. So I'm going to go with the candy cane first, giving it a white base and then stamping that on my aqua nail. So most of the stamping plate is a layering plate. So you've probably seen that in my past videos. So it's usually you have a background and then you have a top layer. So this candy cane has the base layer and then you have the stripes. So I'm stamping the pink stripes onto the candy cane right now. You can make them any color you want, but of course I'm going for like the pink cookie theme. And then, so the next thing I'm going for on the cookies is the stars. So if you saw the stickers, they had a bunch of star cookies on there. So I made the background brown. I have a light brown stamping polish from Maniology. All of my polishes are from Maniology. And then I'm going to color in the cookie when it dries a little bit with pink stamping polish, the same pink that I used for the candy cane. So I didn't expect it to be perfect, but I think it turned out pretty well. So the next thing I'm going to do is just dab some dots. I don't know if I would consider them stars or little snow flurries, but it's basically filling in the void and the empty spaces on that nail. I don't know if you know anything about tattoos, but if you're getting like a full sleeve, a lot of times they'll do that where like the background and empty spaces are filled with like small little pieces of artwork that are like really just, they mean nothing. They're just sitting there in the background. So now I'm going in and doing my index finger. Since it's pink, I'm going to do the artwork in more of an aqua color. So the cookie here is going to be obviously the brown base, and then I'm going to paint the star in an aqua color. So it's going to be a contrasting cookie to everything I did on my ring finger. So I did pink stripes on top of the candy cane, but I felt like it was just too light of a pink. So I'm taking red stamping polish and white stamping polish, and I'm creating a darker pink so that I can add a couple more stripes onto my candy cane. I mean, I'm not Bob Ross or anything. I'm just just trying to make it look better and have more depth and contrast. Alright, so I don't want to put too many large elements on my nail, so I'm just doing some background space. There's a bunch of stars and small little dots here that I just picked up with my stamp that I'm going to attempt to stamp onto my nail. if I can get everything off the stamper first because there's so much extra images. Anyways, it didn't want to stick, probably because I failed to put sticky base coat and my hands are dry. My dip is really, really dry. Go figure. Oh, I got 1 star. Hey, mission accomplished. I decided to be a little extra as well and fill in the cookie with a 3rd layer because you'll notice on the sticker sheets some of the cookies have like a white snowflake drawn on them. I couldn't get that intricate. Again, I'm not that talented. Or maybe I just don't have the right tools, the right thin brushes. By the way, if you guys have any nail art brushes that you like using that you think are amazing, please recommend them because I'm always in the market for more brushes. I always like testing out different brands of brushes to see what is better, what works better. Sometimes your brushes, the hairs fall out, or after cleaning them after a couple uses, they're no longer as thin and as fine as you want them to be, as they originally were. All right, so that is pretty much it for that. I'm just going to fill in the extra spaces with more white snow flurries. That's what I'm going to call them. They're snow flurries. There's no rhyme or reason to it, just to fill in the extra empty spaces. So I'm really happy with how this manicure turned out. I'm going to make sure to top coat everything and I will be back. So here is the final manicure, all glossied up. I used dip powder top coat for all of this, so I've been trying to stay away from the gel as the top coat. So I'm going to apply cuticle oil to my nails. I really like this scent from Candi Skincare. It's one of her fall scents. So not only do I like to apply cuticle oil to the top of my nails, but I also think it's very important to apply cuticle oil to the underside of your nails. So if you're experiencing like peeling of your skin, dryness, whatever, apply cuticle oil under there too. Don't neglect it. So I have been using cuticle oil religiously for so long now, like I don't have to care for my cuticles so much. The cuticle oil does the work for me. Just make sure that you use cuticle oil several times a day. And if you've never tried Candi Skincare, I highly recommend them, and I'll have a $5 off link for you below. Anyways, here are the final looks. I really, really love it. I love how it turned out. If you loved it too, please let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video too, and let me know which mani of this 5-part series was your absolute favorite, because I think this one is mine.